Jumping into Nioh 3 can feel overwhelming at first, especially when you realize the combat isn't just about swinging a sword and hoping for the best. The game splits its fighting system into two distinct styles, samurai and ninja, and each one comes with 7 exclusive weapon types. That choice matters more than you might think. Since Nioh 3 is all about fast, combo-driven combat, picking a weapon that fits your rhythm early on can save you from a lot of frustration later, especially when bosses start punishing slow attacks and greedy combos. In this video, we're ranking every weapon in Nioh 3 based on overall usefulness, damage potential, versatility, and how easy it is to get consistent results with it. Some weapons look flashy but demand perfect timing, while others offer reliable performance even when the fight gets chaotic. Whether you prefer aggressive pressure, precise counters, or lightning-fast ninja strikes, this tier list will help you figure out which weapons are worth mastering and which ones might slow you down. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking weapons in Nioh 3. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, split staves and hatchets. Alright, now we're getting into the weapons that make you feel powerful, but also slightly betrayed when a boss refuses to cooperate. Split staves are basically what happens when someone decides one staff isn't enough and splits it into a whirlwind of chaos. The range is fantastic. It feels almost unfair when you're sweeping through groups of enemies and hitting targets that look safely out of reach. In crowd fights, this weapon shines like a superstar. The catch? It devours ki like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and since it relies on the samurai's ki pulse mechanic for recovery, you can't regain that stamina instantly. If you get greedy with attacks, you'll find yourself standing there gasping for ki while enemies politely prepare your funeral. Then we have the hatchets, the only weapon that lets you roleplay as a medieval lumberjack with anger issues. Their standout feature is the ability to throw them at enemies, which massively improves your reach and gives you a flexible playstyle. You can keep pressure from a distance and feel incredibly stylish doing it. Unfortunately, when it comes to boss fights, the damage per second falls behind even after upgrading the skills, so while you'll look cool and stay safe, bosses may take longer to fall, giving them plenty of time to question your life choices and end them. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, ninja sword, dual sword, axe, and kusarigama. Some weapons don't just fit your playstyle, they adapt to it, like they've already accepted every bad decision you're about to make. The ninja sword is the ultimate jack of all trades, and honestly, it feels like the developers made it specifically for players who refuse to commit to one playstyle. It delivers solid damage, feels incredibly smooth to use, and is easy to pick up even if you're new to the game. What really makes it shine is its flexibility. Whether you're running a stealth-focused build, an aggressive combat setup, or something experimental you invented at 3 AM, the ninja sword fits right in without complaining. The dual swords turn the samurai into a blur of motion. Their rapid attacks keep you highly mobile, letting you weave in and out of combat before enemies even realize what happened. There's also a strong thrust attack that propels you forward, making engagements feel aggressive and dynamic. With their speed and fluidity, this weapon makes the samurai move with a ninja-like rhythm, rewarding players who enjoy relentless pressure and fast, reactive combat. The axe is the definition of, if it moves, hit it harder. Its massive swings deliver devastating heavy damage capable of crushing nearly any enemy in your path. Every strike feels impactful and satisfying. The downside is that these powerful attacks consume a large amount of ki, and the weapon's weight makes movement feel slower and sometimes clunky. If you mistime your swings, you may feel like you're fighting through molasses, but when hits land, enemies definitely feel it. Then there's the kusarigama, a weapon that excels at controlling the battlefield. It's perfect for crowd control, letting you pull smaller enemies towards you and keep them from surrounding you. Against larger enemies, it becomes a tool for closing distance and maintaining pressure. Its damage output sits around average, but it compensates by shredding ki at a respectable rate, making it a strategic choice for players who enjoy breaking enemy stamina and dictating the pace of the fight. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, dual ninja swords, Odachi, Cestices, and Sword. And then we reach the weapons that make you stop blaming the game and start blaming yourself. The dual ninja swords are built for players who love striking fast and disappearing before the enemy can react. Compared to talons, they feature more thrust-focused attacks that naturally push you forward during combos, making movement feel aggressive and fluid. This forward momentum supports a hit-and-run playstyle beautifully. Dash in, slice, retreat, repeat. If you enjoy staying unpredictable and constantly repositioning, these blades feel less like weapons and more like an extension of your reflexes. The Odachi feels like it borrowed the best traits from several weapons and decided to dominate the battlefield. Its long reach resembles the spear, letting you control space safely, while its sweeping strikes clear groups with ease. When you need raw power, it delivers heavy single-hit damage reminiscent of the axe. The trade-off is its weight. Every swing consumes a large amount of ki. If you manage your stamina wisely though, the Odachi rewards you with devastating range, power, and control all in one imposing package. The Cestices turn your character into a close-quarters nightmare. Much like the tonfa used in the ninja style, they excel at destroying enemy ki, quickly exhausting opponents and leaving them vulnerable. As fist weapons, they thrive in tight combat and make your character feel significantly more mobile than when wielding traditional samurai gear. You're constantly in the enemy's face, breaking their stamina and punishing every mistake with relentless pressure. At first glance, the sword may seem basic, almost too simple to stand out, but pair it with the right martial arts and it transforms into one of the strongest weapons available. It's also one of the easiest weapons to learn, making it accessible for beginners while still offering depth for mastery. Similar to the spear, it features a straightforward yet highly effective 1-2 combo that works in nearly any situation. Reliable, adaptable, and deceptively powerful, the sword proves that fundamentals can still dominate the battlefield. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, switchglaive, talons, tonfa, and spear. Right when you think you've seen everything the weapon system can offer, the game hands you tools that feel less like equipment and more like unfair advantages. The switchglaive sits comfortably at the top because of its incredible durability and its ability to shift into 3 different forms depending on your stance. This transformation system makes it adaptable to almost any build you can imagine. Whether you prefer aggressive pressure, tactical spacing, or defensive control, the switchglaive adjusts without missing a beat. What truly sets it apart is how smooth its attack patterns feel. Combos flow naturally into one another, making combat feel effortless and precise. When paired with its recommended martial arts, the switchglaive creates a combat rhythm that feels borderline unfair, allowing you to dominate both regular enemies and bosses with relentless efficiency. The talons represent peak ninja combat. Designed for speed and relentless offense, they perfectly complement the fast-paced ninja playstyle. Their rapid strikes shave massive chunks off enemy and boss health, making encounters feel short and brutally efficient. Mobility is where the talons truly shine. They allow you to perform aerial combos that keep you airborne far longer than expected, turning battles into fast-moving aerial dances. You're not just fighting on the battlefield, you're hovering above it, striking from angles enemies struggle to defend. The tonfa may resemble the talons in speed, but their purpose is different. Instead of focusing on health damage, they excel at destroying enemy ki, quickly exhausting opponents and leaving them helpless. This makes them incredibly effective against tougher enemies who rely on stamina to stay dangerous. Thanks to the ninja's rapid attack speed, the tonfa can keep enemies locked in a stunned state for extended periods. When used correctly, this creates a stun lock effect that prevents enemies from retaliating, turning difficult fights into controlled beatdowns. The spear might be the safest choice in the arsenal, but that doesn't mean it lacks power. Its straightforward mechanics make it reliable in nearly every situation. You can poke enemies safely from a distance, maintain control of space, and avoid unnecessary risks. Its simple 1-2 combo is easy to learn and consistently effective, delivering solid damage against both standard enemies and bosses. The spear proves that you don't always need flashy mechanics to dominate. Sometimes consistency, reach, and reliability are all you need to win. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.